jumping into this market and let's have a look. We got some good green day against BTC. It's looking good. We got 51%. Like we talked about these coins that get launched onto Binance. If you're not on Binance, jump on Binance. This is the place to be for all your trading. Get on Binance. You can click the link below and get 10% off for life, which is pretty good, I reckon, on the fees. So like we talked about these, and they just pump. At some stage, they just pump. So you don't buy in at the start, you let them come down, roll around, and then you find them where they start to pump. And when they start to change, they'll change and they go mad as well. So it's just what happens. It's what they must have in their contract that they have to get it somewhere at some stage to a price point at some stage. And hopefully, you're into those price points. You just got to make sure you draw your lines, and when it starts to change and come over, we'll have a look at one in a minute actually. Then it starts to pump, and you make some more Bitcoin, which is a damn good thing. So we got 49, 22, 21, 19, 19, blah, blah, blah. So it's just double digit green day. So it's not huge. It's not as good as some of the weeks we had a few weeks ago, but it's pretty damn good. Like you got Rose here already pumping up 13%. So that's good. Hard is making a move as well. It's 20%. So you can't complain about those. You got some other DeFi in here as well, which is nice as well. DIA, which has a lot of potential in the future. I would say Wing, we talked about Wing, it's up 7%, making a bit of a move. Cody has a big month coming up, December and January are big months for Cody Coin. So keep an eye on them. CRV is making a move as well, back up. He got hammered the other day, but it's kind of making a move back up to the double bottom situation that we talked about. Let's jump into the big dog. We've got Bitcoin. This is on the daily chart. It's been in this rising wedge, and 68% of the time, this rising wedge breaks to the bottom, which it has. A little bit messy here at the moment, but these big green channels here, and broke down, come back up, tried to touch it again, and then is breaking down. So measured move on this is probably, it's pretty low. So like where we've broken out there, you want to come down and oops, put it about there somewhere. So it's kind of there where we are right now, but this here could keep on moving. Like if it breaks this lower trend line, the 4 hourly, which we'll have a look at in a second, then there's a good chance that we'll see down here 1400s, which would be pretty nice as well. So like we're in a massive uptrend with Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's got massive futures. So buying the dips definitely works. You could dollar cost average down, and like you could probably see a retest of this 200 as well. So if it was to break that 200, could see hopefully higher lows than 3,000, whatever we got in March there. But keep an eye on that. But you got the Stotch rolling around. You have the RSI just maybe on 50-ish, but you've got a MACD cross, a bearish MACD cross. So that's not a good sign for Bitcoin. Now, it wouldn't surprise me if we come back to a lower time frame that we could have a bit of a move back up to the upside as well. So it comes up back into this channel and up, and then retest those higher highs, and then we have a nice fall and get through this 200 and then fall back down to the 14s odd. Could be a reasonable thing for the bears. So yeah, keep an eye on Bitcoin. Dominance is falling as well. So you can see here, dominance is coming to here, bear flagging out. Looks like a bit of a bear flag. It's on daily support of the 200. So the dynamic support of the 200. And we've got a MACD bearish cross as well. Happened up here. So could have sold up here and then come back down. That's another pretty good way of telling what Bitcoin's going to do as well. Sell on this MACD cross. And it's got further to move as well. So if you look at that flag pole there, it could definitely come down and touch these supports easily around here. So, I mean, when this happens, this is going to be beautiful for alts. Like if it pulls back like this one did all the way down here, alts are going to absolutely power. And let's have a look at the king of alts. You've got this here as well. So it's shaping up as a bull flag for Ethereum as well. But kind of looks like a little double bottom, and so does Bitcoin, little double bottom, and then pump back up. Probably test up here again would be nice for Ethereum, but Ethereum's holding pretty good support around this 500 mark. So 500 is a good psychological support for Ethereum, and it was a psychological resistance as well there for a long time. So it's pretty good here. And while it holds above that, and if it gets below 481-ish, you'll definitely see the 200 go, and you may see lower than the 200 as well out of Ethereum. If it gets above this mark here, 529, then I'd say we'll see these areas again, 600 again, which would be good for Ethereum and 2.0. It's coming. Now, this here is flagging out as well, but it doesn't look as bad as the Bitcoin dominance because we've had a big bounce off this trend line, and hopefully we're coming back up here like that. So dominance goes down, alts will pump. Fear and greed index is still greedy, very greedy, 87, but not super as greedy as what it was last week, but still, you know what greed does. Uh, then here we've got VeChain. We talked about VeChain. It's had this double bottom here and come back up. Now it's retested the 200, and hopefully it's kind of in like a bit of a bull flaggy kind of style. So ranging across here, boom, we should get a breakout of this little area here, and we'll go higher to around that 100 mark would be nice for VeChain and further as well. Like it's got legs. Once VeChain starts to run, it's running. Like things are changing for VeChain because you got a double bottom and you've broken out of that big trend line, and it's retested the 200 and got a good bounce as well. So it's good news for VeChain. YFI is in this falling wedge. Now this here is a falling channel, so these here will break out to the upside 68% of the time. So it should break out at some stage. They pumped off the bottom here, and they've been knocking on the door, knocking on the door. So it could come back down, touch this, which would actually retest the 200 as well, and then come back up again. So buy the breakout if you're going to have a bit of fun of this channel. Alrighty, if you like what I'm doing, give us a like, give us a comment, and subscribe. Thanks.